everyone. iOS 17.5.1 has been released for a little bit of time, and I want to talk about some problems that some people are having. Now, I'm very happy that a lot of people were able to install this update, and the biggest thing is that for the most part, the biggest issue that a lot of people were having with the previous version of software was that some of their older photos were showing up. Now, luckily for us, this is no longer a problem. We no longer have to worry about our older photos showing up and kind of popping up in the back for now. Now, the big thing for the most part that I could probably think about that a lot of people are still having issues with is within the clock application. Still to this day, I'm still seeing a lot of people see and run into those clock issues where their, alarm isn't going off or something else is happening with their alarm or, usually something like that is, kind of going on. And personally for me, I'm still kind of experiencing this issue, which is actually very weird. Sometimes my alarm goes on, sometimes my alarm goes off, and still with iOS 17.5.1, it's still not working. It's very weird, and I'm not the only person complaining about this. I've been having this issue since iOS 17.3. I thought it was me at first that I was oversleeping my alarms, and I was wondering why I was waking up so much later than I used to, but still to this point, iOS 17.5.1, for some people out there, not everybody, but for some people, those alarm issues are still happening. So I think this is a very big issue that Apple kind of needs to address. I don't know why Apple went through and they did a lot of stuff, I'm very happy, but for them to go through and basically keep, giving us these types of issues where it's like these updates are just giving us these types of problems is very concerning to me. So I think the software update thing was a big thing. I'm glad they went through and actually fixed it, but I do think with the photo thing, it's great they fixed it, but the problem with the clock and alarm application has been too many instances where Apple still hasn't fixed this, and I do think this in and of itself, Apple needs to go through and kind of address this. So that's the other big thing. Beyond that, some people are still having battery issues, things like that. I myself did do a battery test, and I did notice that it is doing overall better than I thought it was going to be doing, which is pretty crazy. And I do think the newer devices are still doing very good when it comes down to it. But overall, what I'll tell you is there's still going to be problems within iOS 17.5.1. There's going to be little updates and little problems that are going to be going on, and we're just going to have to kind of deal with it for the time being. But keep in mind, for the most part, I do think with iOS 17.5.1, this is a good update. It's going to still have a lot of stuff to the table, which I'm very happy about. And we're just going to have to kind of see what happens. iOS News and More on Twitter, which is a great Twitter account I'd recommend you following, did kind of do a battery test. And they did notice that there wasn't a big battery life difference between iOS 17.5 and iOS 17.5.1, so my battery life test should still be fine. And the performance did decrease by 0.01%, so nothing super crazy. That's just kind of what iOS, News and More has kind of said. But, take it with a grain of salt. They're not perfect. But that's kind of it. Those are kind of the main updates within iOS 17.5.1 as of this point. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.